All right, so let's talk about what's going to be happening with the future of technology. Well, more specifically, artificial intelligence. So, in the last few years, there's been a lot of controversy based on AI. So, when you have companies spending billions of dollars and investing into different types of algorithms, basically performing what performs well versus what doesn't, and by fishing and what's in the waters, well, obviously, artificial intelligence is becoming a fishing pole where it's basically it's just like it's taking the easy way out of real life scenarios where, for example, when you have stuff like ChatGPT, Grammarly, Course Hero, or this a lot of these artificial intelligent areas where like you can go into an editing software, and there's a lot of AI stuff that you can change. And like there's AI scripts, and there's AI photos, there's AI art. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna say a lot of us we've all played with AI before. I've actually I've been playing with AI for the last few weeks and all this stuff. I've been tinkering around with taking a photo of myself and turning myself into a scenario. Let's say turn me into a Union general of the Civil War, or turning me into a race car driver, or like that. Or if I take my scenarios of my two Imprezas, well, I can take a photo of those cars and I can transform it into a transformer, or I can transform it into a Hot Wheels car. I can do all of that stuff. I can just type in a simple prompt, and what's gonna be generating into the AI. So CapCut does AI, and I've been placing that stuff into ChatGPT as well. But what we're seeing with ChatGPT is becoming more advanced, and it's becoming more of just a recreational tool where people are just using it as homework help, and also teaching you about your grammar and all this stuff. But now it's becoming to the point where people are starting to actually use it as just a way to write their essays for them, or just take the easy way out. And you have to realize, though, not all AI is correct. There's a lot of things that often that gets AI so wrong, basically on a prompt that you give, and then there's like a whole wording about what happened during the Civil War. How did that happen? How did that transpire? Or talk about topic about World War II. Okay, well, you have a whole prompt that will give you this entire essay about that, but you have to pick along and figure out what's right versus what's wrong in this prompt that you already said. So this entire essay, you have to pick apart that. So, like I said, AI is not right 100% of the time. There's tons of that stuff where AI gets so wrong. And I've watched a video, shout out to Vlogging Through History. He did a couple of videos on AI talking about, the Civil War, his bread and butter. And there are some AI videos out there where he picks apart what the AI is saying, but a lot of the AI just gets the history somewhat wrong, and some scenarios where it gets some things, yeah, a whole lot of different areas wrong. And like I said, it's a lot of nitpicking to know how to get it, how to explain it better that the AI hasn't done. Or if you ask an AI to pronounce a name that you can't really pronounce, like I said, well, the AI doesn't really can't really pronounce it. It pronounces it worse than we already kind of know how to pronounce it. So we can just, I mean, for us, we can learn how to pronounce it, but having the AI pronounce it and just screw something up, like I said, AI is not right 100% of the time. So a lot of things I want to talk about with AI based on the algorithm of YouTube, and not just YouTube, just the entire Google space itself. So for the last couple years or so, the YouTube algorithm has been evolving, but in a different direction. So I'm gonna actually explain the YouTube's algorithm, how is it better or has it been getting worse? And in my opinion, it's been kind of getting a little worse as the algorithm is changing based on certain rules and requirements and what's what you can post versus what can you not post. That's just something that's I want to explain that a little bit better in the next video. But right now I want to talk about the AI. So basically Google has poured about like $7 billion or more into investing into social medias where actually in YouTube, if you look on like YouTube Shorts and all that stuff, and you make your video on YouTube Shorts, there's a section where there's a diamond, and that would tell you, it will give you a prompt where you can just type it in, and I said, well, it generated an AI photo, sorry, an AI 6-second video of whatever topic you want to explain. Okay, so if I type in Minecraft zombie apocalypse, it doesn't feel Minecrafty in my taste of what the AI is showing me. So yeah, so they mention in the near future that most of the content on YouTube is going to be AI generated based on the YouTube Shorts, which I'm going to actually explain this a little bit better also on the next video about the algorithm with the other parts of AI, how the algorithm is going to be changing because a lot of this AI stuff, mostly some of that's going to be like AI slop, just give you slop, to digest and just watch and just nitpick a lot of things that the AI gets wrong. So, like I said, a lot of those things like on social media where it's gonna be mainly AI. So, so the last couple of days, there's been some YouTube controversy with Mr. Beast. So, if you didn't know who Mr. Beast is, he's the most subscribed to YouTuber in the entire planet. Where, yeah, he amassed over 400 million subscribers. I think last Saturday he hit 400 million. So now he's diving into some waters where when you take an AI, so you can use an AI to make thumbnails, make prompts for your YouTube titles. There's a lot of other things that other businesses are using to talk about how to make your videos much better. But oftentimes it's not just how can I make those better, but you have to realize that the algorithm changes because there's certain times where you can make videos and it's always changing depending on the people's work schedules. So when's the best time to upload? Probably say noon, but as I said, it changes because as the people's attention spans. So basically, like I said, so I kind of want to talk about that in the next video where I'm talking about the people are promoting ways to make your videos much better, and I get I can learn how to make my YouTube videos better. I want to make my YouTube videos better, but it just narrows down to the algorithm, basically. So going back to the AI, lots of things with Mr. Beast. So Mr. Beast has this website where you can make your own thumbnails. Actually, I'm not gonna say make your own thumbnails. You can take thumbnails from previous popular YouTubers, like say Mr. Beast, and you can just type in a prompt and change it up. But I'm gonna say that's kind of plagiarism because the original channel, the original creator of the video, spent tons of time, lots of hours, lots of planning to build up a thumbnail and then use it as a thumbnail to use for their videos and what specific topic they're talking about in their video. And like I said, you can take a video from Jacksepticeye and just change it up. You can Photoshop your face. You can Photoshop something different, change it up, but still keeping the same thing. And so that's kind of plagiarism because like I said, you are kind of stealing a lot of the artist who spent so long building a thumbnail and making all this art. And that's kind of what I want to say. I want to kind of react to that Mr. Beast controversies and kind of give my thoughts of basically what's been going on the last couple of days.